guys, this is the look that I've come up with for you guys for New Year's. It's just really fun and simple. Blues and grays and glitter. There's some glitter on there if you can see. So if you want to know how to do this, keep watching. Start by applying your eyeshadow primer. I'm using Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but just use what you have. All over the lid up to the brow bone, so we can make sure that shadow sticks and doesn't crease. For the lid color, I'm going to get a really nice sort of baby blue. It's a grayish blue color, and I'm going to be using the Coastal Scents 88 color palette. And the shade of blue is this one here. It's a baby blue with a bit of gray. So get a little bit of that on a regular shadow brush and pat that on your lid. We're going to go back later and touch it up a little bit because this color does tend to fade out very, very bad when we put on that darker crease color. But this will be a good base. So just pack that on with your brush up to your crease. Alright, next for the crease we're going to grab a fluffy blending brush. I always use this Sonia Kashuk brush because it's my favorite. And I'm going to grab my Coastal Scents 78 palette. I've got one of the older ones. It does not have a label on the front, but this is your palette. And to begin with, we're going to grab this Shimmer Silver here at the bottom. Just load that up on your brush. Apply that into your crease. You're not really going to be able to see it, but when we put a darker color on top, it'll give the darker color, it'll pick up the shimmer from underneath. So just put a little bit of silver there. Okay, now we're going to pick up some black. I'm going to get a shimmery black. It's not really pure black, it's more of a dark gray. But just use what you have that's got a little shimmer to it. And apply that right on top of that silver, starting in this outer corner. Trace the little V along the outer corner of your eye, and then just very gently, with like barely touching the brush to the skin, you're going to pull it up. And just do these windshield wiper motions, blending it into the crease. Don't go too far down because you'll close in your eye into the inner tear duct, but just kind of go to the 2/3 in. And just smoke it out at the end. Next, we're going to do your highlight. Just grab a regular blending brush. I use the same ones almost every tutorial. And just grab a flesh tone color. Any of these flesh tone colors will do. I'm going to go with the darker one at first, just to help me blend out that gray. Around these edges, just blend out the lines on the gray. Then I'm going to go in and pick up some white. I've got two here, a matte and a shimmer. I'm going to grab the matte and just apply that to the highest point of my eye. So it makes my brows look a lot more arched. I need to get them waxed, so I apologize for my horrible brows right now. Next, we're going to do the liner. Grab any pencil that you like. This is just some off-brand pencil that I picked up, but it's really, really soft, and so I like to use it for tight lining and for the waterline. So first go in and do your tight line. This one here. So we're not going to be putting any black liner on the lid. Okay, when you have that done, do the bottom waterline. We're going to put some blue shadow there along the lower lash line. Just use any tiny brush that you've got with bristles. If not, you can always use your sponge smudger brush, but I prefer the one with the bristles. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of a darker blue. I'm going to use this one here. And we're going to be putting glitter on top of that. So we want a darker shade to pull the color through the glitter. And just gently run that along your lower lash line. I'm using a multicolored glitter for the bottom and the top, so what I want to do is put blue down there so that it picks up more of the blue reflection. Alright, next we're going to put some silver eyeliner on the upper lid. It's going to go underneath that glitter. I'm just using the Eyes, Lips, Face liquid, and this one is silver. Don't really worry too much about this because we're going to be covering it up anyway, but it helps to bring out the colors of the glitter that we want. So just get a little bit of that on your brush and then just drag that just gently. Be careful not to get this on your eyelashes because it will make them stick together and make it extremely difficult for you to put your mascara on. If you want, you can stop there, but if you want to go ahead with the glitter, then I'm using same thing, Eyes, Lips, Face glitter. This is just like a multicolored white glitter, and it will reflect whatever colors you want it to. So on the top, I want it to reflect more silver. On the bottom, I want it to reflect more blue. So just gently pat this, just kind of tap the brush along the silver line that you made. Just be really careful with the glitter. You don't want to get this in your eye. Now let this dry before you really open your eye, because if you don't, you're going to have this great half moon of glitter up here on your brow bone. So let that dry. So put as much glitter on there as you want, and if you have a different kind of glitter, maybe one with a black base, use that. Just use whatever you have. Alright, now I'm going to put this glitter down on the bottom. And again, just be really careful not to get this in your eye. And I'm just going to put it right where I had that blue. So that blue is just a good marker for where to tap this on. Not putting really a whole lot down there. The good thing about putting the glitter on your eyes, it may look like you have a lot on right now, but once you put on that mascara, it's going to kind of tone it down a lot more. Curl your lashes and put on your favorite mascara. Alright, I'm going to set this with 2000 Calorie Extreme Lash Plumper because it is my favorite. And I feel like Lash Plumper makes my lashes look big enough that I don't really need to wear any false lashes. If you want to, absolutely throw those on. I'm not a big false lash fan. Okay, so put that on as you normally would. Same with your bottom lashes. I always switch up and use the Maybelline Define a Lash on my bottom because I like the brush better. Just give that a little wiggle. And now you can see that glitter is kind of hidden behind those lashes, but in a good way. It's not in your face anymore. Looks a lot better. If you feel like that blue is sort of faded in and you want more of a pop of blue, just grab a little bit of the same blue we put on the lower lashes, this one here, a tiny little bit on the tip of your brush, and then just pat it kind of right in the middle. And that'll punch up that blue a lot more for you. But just make sure you pat it so that it blends nicely. Grab your blending brush and just sort of make sure that it's nice and blendy. So you get a little bit more pop of blue on there. So you can tell this one has a little bit more blue, this one's a little bit more gray, so do it however you want for your night out. That's it, that's your completed look. Just to wrap it up, for the cheeks I used Jane Blushing Petal. It's just a really nice pretty pink. And for the lips, I put a very small amount of the CoverGirl Outlast Lip Stain in 415. I'm not sure what the exact actual color is, but 415. When I use this, I just dab it. Like, it's like a marker. Don't just slick this on like you would lipstick because your lips will get really intense and they'll stay all day and you will not be able to tone it down. Then just to set that with some gloss, I used the Stila Lip Glaze in Malibu. Came with my Stila Loves Barbie collection. Put a little bit of that in the middle and just sort of pat it on. This is extremely sticky, so I don't like to use it straight from the little applicator because you'll get it all over the place. That's it. That is your completed look. This is what I will be wearing out for New Year's, even though I have no idea what I'm going to be doing yet. It will be fun regardless. A little bit of glitter makes it all glam and pretty. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, hit the little subscribe button over there, the yellow one. You can always leave me a comment down below. Give me a rating if you really like it, and I really appreciate you guys watching.